Ecuador has been named the greatest place in the world to retire. Cuenca, Ecuador has been named the greatest place in the world to retire.
Again.
And
for the third year.
Mm-hmm. And so
9, 10, 11.
I think that there's a lot of talk that seems almost very hyped, as if, you know, people sweep things under the rug and they just want to show you what's good about something. And I'm saying that, you know, with hesitation, because I really like it here. I really like Ecuador, and I'm not trying to change it and I love it here. I mean, there's way more positives here for me than there are things that are annoying. And that's what we're doing, is we're letting people know that, you know, we each have our thing that is very annoying to us, or somewhat annoying to us, about Cuenca, Ecuador. We mean this in a positive manner in order to assist people in knowing what's not being said about the greatest retirement place in the world.
And all these things, they are minor, but if you add them all together, you know, some people might not be able to deal with it.
That's
it might
right.
be a little bit, you know.
And so that's why we did a video. We want to let people know this is the real Cuenca Ecuador.
We walk, we don't use a car, so I mean, there's drunks sleeping in the middle of the day, you know,
on the sidewalk.
On the sidewalk. I don't care, you know. So I mean, it's, you know, I'm just telling you, I'm just letting you know.
Music.
First thing in the morning, you get on the bus.
This is kind of true.
All the buses have loud music in them, which is fine. I like it. But
sometimes you like it, but most of the time it's not.
Can I leave this group now?
But first thing in the morning, when you get on the bus and you got this loud rap, you know, just rapping on your head. Rap, 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 rap. It's just...
Well, when you got the earbuds on and the hat, you're okay.
Another little annoying thing is, like I said, all the houses are cement and everything, and some of them are connected together, and your neighbor might start pounding it like 7 in the morning until noon, and it kind of ricochets through the whole house.
It's like somebody's in your house pounding.
Yeah.
With a hammer.
You're all right.
Cow pies on the sidewalks and stuff. Yeah, he said there's no sheep running around, but there's cows.
Well, you know, hold on, the cows don't run around. They're tied in the post.
Well, we don't live in the town square area. We're kind of out a little bit. No, so we're already out there. You're out 2 minutes and you're on the main road. But the cows aren't on the main road now.
There's no cows on the main road.
There's way too much traffic on the main road.
There's a lot of loose dogs, and so
they bark every morning and all night.
There's a lot of dogs poop all over the sidewalks too.
Yeah, you gotta watch where you step. It's not just the dog poop, but there's the sidewalk can be like this, it can be like this. I mean, if you don't watch where you're stepping, I mean, you're like falling.
We've all tripped about a dozen times.
But that's probably just me. I'm an inexperienced walker and city walker.
You mean you're clumsy, and you call me a homebody.
But I'm learning. I'm watching where I step now.
Another annoying things might be it's really hard to get peanut butter and other little things like that.
Meat's expensive.
Yeah, but it's in a little tub and it's a natural kind, you know, it doesn't have the sugar in it and all that good stuff.
I mean,
it's really expensive too.
We don't eat that.
And it's really expensive, you know, you can only get it in some stores.
One thing is, I'm a do-it-yourselfer, and I really miss Lowe's and Home Depot. Because I mean, you've got to run all over town to 4 or 5 different hardware stores to find what you need, you know, and sometimes they're out. We went to 3 different stores last week, and they were all out of screws. No screws. It's okay. It's just mañana land. We waited about a week, and then we got the screws a week later. We finished our projects a week later, you know.
You have to lock everything up, you know, you gotta lock your gate. All the houses have a wall around them if you're in a house and not an apartment. And you gotta lock it up and keep an eye and listen when the neighbors' dogs bark, because the neighbors' dogs got out and they were only out like, what, 12 hours. And they came over here and said, be careful, our dogs have been poisoned. But a couple hours later, the dogs had come back. So even the locals are concerned when their dogs run out that maybe they were poisoned and somebody's going to come break in. They got rid of the dogs, and so you need to be careful.
You have to be security conscious, very much so. Lock the doors, lock the gates, even during the day.
Yeah, during the day
During
too.
the day.
Yeah, don't flaunt your money. Don't pull out the $20 bill on the bus. You're screwed.
Well, I've read blogs where people have said that they got 20 cell phones stolen in the period of a year on the bus from pickpocketing. And we've been here 2 months, and you go out with your cell phone, and we ride the bus primarily, more than the taxi. We ride the bus a lot, and we've never had any problems. So
It's not as bad as Quito.
it's-
as far as
it's all relative.
Was that in Quito?
I don't know where it was.
Yeah.
They didn't say.
It's Quito, I think. Now, if you're a gardener, one annoying thing is that the soil is full of rocks. I mean, these are egg-sized rocks, these are grapefruit-sized rocks, and melon-sized rocks. I mean, there are round rocks full, the soil's full of rocks. I mean, I don't know how you're supposed to garden, so, I mean, if you're a gardener, which I am, there's a lot of rocks in the soil, so. And that's another thing, the portable heaters are really rinky-dinky plastic. I cannot believe these heaters that they have, these electric heaters, you know, that you have to buy because it's cold. And they're just plastic, they look like they're gonna melt or fall apart. I mean, it's just ridiculous. And they're not any cheaper than in the States, so, you know, pretty much.
But the fan could work on it.
But
All
they're
right,
plastic.
you done?
Yeah, okay.
Let's go, Wani.
I have one more thing to say, but everyone has to be quiet.
Okay.
Don't move it, don't move it.
By the way, the internet is still not working. This is frustrating. Why can't the internet just work?